Right guys, I think we're up and running. We've got Thursday night 10 ball. I think there's just the two teams in it. They have just started, so hopefully everything's working okay. And we have Wink at Me and Bedhead, who are playing Jose and One Pocket Slim. And it's a race to 5, and it's a scratch match. And it is double elimination, but I assume it's a straight final with just the two teams in it. And hopefully all the chat's working okay. And hopefully it's also streaming on my Facebook channel. Restream, who are the site that I use to stream to YouTube and Facebook. They used to put a premium on streaming to Facebook, but they've now made that available free, so we'll see if it works. I assume it appears on my Facebook page. I haven't a clue, so I'll go and check afterwards and see if the video is actually there. But back to the match. 10 ball Scotch doubles. All non-obvious shots must be called. That's usually banks and combos. And I don't know whether Jose called that bank. I'm not going to interfere. I'm going to let the guys. Yeah, I think he meant it right. I don't think he called it. Yeah, the guys are okay with it. Jose doesn't usually play very much 10 ball, so we'll give him the benefit of the doubt there. He's not the type of guy that would seek to gain any advantage. And oops, just a wee second. And get this chat to work right. Just trying to have a quick word with Larry. Right, so that's me done with my chat. I'll remember what buttons to press in this damn thing. Right, back to the match anyway. Of course, this isn't going to last that long. We've got One Pocket Slim and Jose are up 1 rack to 0 against the strong favourites, who would be Bedhead and Wink at Me, two very good players. Everybody's happy. So Wink at Me and Bedhead, they've got a nice open table and no excuse. I can't see where the problem would lie here. Well, Bedhead has got an angle where he'll be running up towards that 7 ball. Oh, there's something I never checked. Check my little doodle. And my little doodle's working fine. My lines are working. I noticed I'm using the telestrator thing on the US Open 9-ball tournament that's running at the moment, and they've got a telestrator that's not dissimilar to what I'm using, except theirs is white lines. So Bedhead, simple enough 5-ball, can drop onto the right hand rail and leave an angle. Well, he's gone fairly straight here, so Wink at Me might just run through off this with a bit of inside right, which he's doing, just to check the cue ball and straighten it. Now here's the crucial shot, getting from this 7 to the 8. Now if we look at that 7, that's got a very slight angle on it, and this is going to be tough to get this good, and he doesn't want to collide with the 9-ball for a start, and he doesn't want to lock his partner out behind that 10-ball, so this has got to be played right. He might want to try and come down that left hand side again with inside English, where the cue ball hits the rail but goes that way rather than going this way. I don't know whether he can squeeze enough angle to do that though. No, he's trying to draw back, and that's the problem. And he's left this, well, the 8-ball's off the rail, so he's got to get this flush. Now if there's anybody out there watching, by all means say hello. I don't think there is though. I think I'm all on my own as usual, just to test the chat's working. Ah, there's somebody there on Twitch. Good evening. And I can't remember who that is again, but I know the name, but I just can't remember who it is in VP4. Oh dear. Well, no prizes for guessing what Wink at Me is going to be doing here. It looks like the reverse bank. I prefer the reverse bank, which is going to be playing. And that's going to run up the rail. Is it going to go safe past the middle pocket? It's off the rail and it's hugging the rail now. And it's frozen to the rail. So this is tough for Jose. Very tough shot. I don't know what to do here. I would just have a bang at it. Try and clip it flush. Because it's very difficult to keep this flush to the rail. Oh dear, well he'd have been better having a bang at it because he's made a hash of that one. Too much angle on it to try and hit it face on and just stall it in the rail. So he's made it easy for Bedhead to square the match here. Where's the cue ball? Cue ball's okay. So we're at 1 rack all, so just a reminder, I am now streaming. If anybody out there is watching and has got nothing better to do, if you could do me a favour and bring up Facebook on your browser and go to my profile page and see if there's a live stream on there, because I haven't a clue how it works, but I have got it set up supposedly to be streaming to the 3 different locations now: YouTube, YouTube, Twitch, and now Facebook. I believe it's supposed to be a live video on my timeline, so if you type in 9ball.com on Facebook, it should take you to my profile page. Whether it's going to be there or not, I haven't a clue. I've not tested this. I I can't really find a lot of great tutorials that explain it. Cheers, Popman. Now, you might have to rummage around my homepage on Facebook to try and find a live stream. I don't know whether it will just appear there or not. I haven't a clue. I have not the foggiest idea. Now Hazard's PMing me in the middle of a stream, and I don't normally answer PMs. Are you there? Right. Well, do us a favour, have a look. What's bloody brilliant? Tell me what's brilliant. All I've got is Hugh, I'm there, bloody brilliant. What does that mean? Anyway, we're at 1 rack all. Hazard is giving me clues here. I don't know what he's talking about. I've been on to them to do this. Oh, that's Facebook. Is it live streaming on my profile page? It must be. And let me know what the quality's like. All right. So is it working okay? Is the audio okay? Is it lagging? Let me know how good it is. The only limitation. Oh, is it? Well, it's, as I said earlier on in the stream, it's just because Restream, who are the company that I use to stream to Twitch and YouTube, they've now dropped a premium charge to allow you to stream to Facebook. So, needless to say, I added that extra channel. So, all I need from you guys that are watching is to let me know how good it is. Oh, it's sweet as a nut. Good, excellent. Right, I'm going to shut the chat down and concentrate on the job in hand here. Thanks for that, Hazard. Right, so where are we? We're at 1 rack all. We've got Bedhead at the table. He's on the 7 ball and he's looking to just drop in between the 8 and the 10, and he's going to hook his partner, is he? And that was always going to be the problem. Now, Wink at Me has got a tricky little jump shot here if he's going to line that up, because it's a bit close for comfort to be playing the jump. And he needs to get this delicately and not a lot of force on it. And where's the problem in that? There wasn't a problem at all. Played it sweet. Now, very straight on the 9, just a roll through. Little pinch of an angle. And Wink at Me and Bedhead are going to get themselves into the lead. And just a reminder, guys, anybody out there who is interested in the US Open 9-ball, which I've been watching all week, for the first 3 days when 256 competitors were in it, in the US Open, they were streaming it live on Facebook. Now they've got rid of all the trashy players, if you want to describe it as that, and they're down to the last 16. They're now streaming it on what do you call it, on Sky Sports, which is obviously a premium channel. But if you want to watch the live stream, if you go to YouTube and just type in 9-ball US Open 2019, there is a live channel on there. There's a guy broadcasting it live. Shane Van Boning's in the middle of his match in the last 16. The last 16 started yesterday, and it should be finished by the end of tonight. And remember, it's coming from the Mandalay Hotel in Las Vegas, which is about 7 or 8 hours behind UK time, so it goes on into the early hours of the morning. So Jose on the 2 ball. Now he's got a problem. Got to watch the block on this 3 ball here. He's drawn back and he needs to bounce, and it needs to keep rolling. He's going to be short. Well, the one thing Slim can do, provided if he wants to get distance, the danger here is he's going to run into the 9 ball. If he's going to try and tuck that 3 ball in behind the 4 and 6, he needs to avoid the traffic to get the cue ball up the table. And he's hit that a bit too heavy. Now, who's Bob Sliney? Oh, he's okay. Now, problem now for Bedhead is that cue ball wants to collide into that 6 ball, and look where the 5 ball is. So he's going to have to put a lot of juice in this to actually draw off the 6 ball and try and get lucky here. I don't think he can avoid hitting it. Ah, right. Just go to Facebook, Potman, and type in, if you type in 9ball.com, that should take you to my page, because I think it's www.facebook/9ball.com or something like that. Well, I can't copy and paste in this damn room. Oh well, we'll forget that idea. So, wink at me in Bedhead. There you go, 9ball.com. You know, that link's not going to work there though, but it'll work on the chat channel and on the Facebook page. Ah, there's Keith. It's amazing what comes out the woodwork on Facebook. Look at Keith. The Mark Allen lookalike, Keith Malcolmson. What about you? This is Thursday night 10-ball Scotch doubles. There's only 2 teams in it, so it's going to be over very quickly by the looks of it. So it'll be a short, sharp live stream. I will, just to let you know, guys, I'll be streaming Friday night 9-ball tomorrow night to Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook. And Wink at Me has missed a 10-ball. Well, I'm still here. I've got a week off. That's why I'm streaming tonight. Normally this time my brain is half fried and I'm ready to go to bed, so I'm going to do a couple of bits of streaming. Keith, if you're interested, just so that you know as well, if you're listening, if you're wanting to watch the US Open 9-ball and you don't have Sky, there's an excellent stream on YouTube. Just go to YouTube and type in US Open 9-ball 2019 and you'll find the search page will bring up the tabs for the 9-ball and you'll find a live stream on there. It's excellent quality. SVB is in the middle of his match right now. It's the second day of the last 16, so they'll be down to the quarter-finals tomorrow. Well, this is going to be a crucial rack. And it's crucial that One Pocket Slim doesn't make a hash of this. Ah, it's an Irish name, that. And it's Gollogly. I am a descendant of the Gallo Glass, which were a bunch of skinheads back in the Middle Ages who get hired to come over to Scotland to clean out the riffraff. If you look it up, if you Google my name, you'll find that I'm related to a bunch of skinheads and ruffians from the west of Ireland, so don't mess about, okay? Now, is that a new person or Mark Leader? Is that somebody that I know in Virtual Pool 4? Well, let's see if Jose can get this right, because he doesn't want to open this up. Oh, is it Potman? Popman, I've got a question to ask you about food. And it's actually to do with a sort of top 50 takeaway foods program that I saw on TV a few weeks ago. Like, they gave a list of, I think it was either the top 50 or the top 20 takeaway foods in the UK. And about third or fourth on the list, which was a surprise to everybody, was something from the northeast of England, which I can't remember what it's called, but it's a breast of chicken. It's like a chicken breast that's been flattened out, and I think they put loads of cheese on it, and then they grill it. I can't remember what it's called, but it's a sort of northeast of England fish and chip shop delicacy. Begins with a P or something like that, I think. Can't remember, but maybe you can help. Or maybe you don't even know what the hell I'm talking about. Anyway, the match is now more interesting because we're now back all square in this race to 5. No fish and chips. It's a breast of chicken, and it's a sort of northeast of England, Newcastle, Gateshead delicacy type thing. And I can only describe it as like a chicken breast that's been flattened out, and then it's covered in cheese and either deep fried or grilled, and seemingly it's all the rage down there. Well, I must have at least 5 years watching this tonight. This is exciting. This is better than the live US Open 9-ball. Well, Jose and Slim, I think they won the first rack. Bedhead and Wink at Me come back, got themselves into the lead. And now we're back all square. Well, there could be a possible billiard from the 2 on to the 9 here. Let's have a quick look at that. Maybe it's a bit far to the left, but could be worth a try. But I don't think anything's been called. No. But a good safety is what's going to get you maybe some success. Parma, that's the one. That's the one. Chicken Parma. Yeah. That I think it's called. I thought it began with a P, and when it appeared on that program, everybody got looking at all these different dishes that were the top 20 or the top 50. Like a curry, fish and chips, and all that stuff. And then this thing appeared, and they were all going, "Oh, that looks disgusting." But when everybody tried it, they said it was bloody delicious. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's what it's called, Parma, chicken Parma or something like it. And it's obviously not, what do you call it, it's not one of these health food things. It's something it's something that somebody like me would love. That's a good little kick. 2-ball hits the rail. Perfectly safe. But they could be in trouble again here if Wink at Me gets this thin enough. Just trying to feather up behind the 3 and the 5 here. He misses the 4. And that will do. That's another good shot. Yeah, Jose just needs a wee bit of just a wee bit of nursemaiding, because he doesn't play 10-ball. So he's not going to be 100% familiar with the rules. Well, that's good. My chat's not showing on the big screen. Your chat where? If you're chatting on Facebook, you're chatting on Facebook and it's appearing on the screen here. No, it's been here right from the start. As soon as I saw the name. See, what that company Restream do is that as long as you've got it linked up to Facebook, Twitch and YouTube, it collates all the chat and mixes it all together so that you see one stream of chat appearing on my screen, so I know where you're chatting from with the little logos. So we've got the 3 mixed chats on the screen, so you can all talk to one another as well, which is quite good. Right, so we've got the 9-ball called. It's going to be a 4-9 combo. Shouldn't be a problem for Wink at Me. Well, now this needs a little delicate shot here in the 4 just to keep it nice on this 5. You can go round the other side of it, which is one way of doing it, and he doesn't want to be straight. What's the score in that Wilson-Selby match? I've got it on. I can switch the TV over, right? In fact, I can. I'll do it right now while I'm streaming. Hang on, I'll just switch the telly on. I'm on the red button. Oh, it's 3-1 to Wilson. Yeah, it's a good start for the boy. Just hope for his sake he can keep it up. What a start the day by, what's his name? Neil Robertson. I watched that session with Neil Robertson and Sean Murphy, and Robertson had Murphy frozen out for an hour and a half, where Murphy never got a sight on a ball. He hadn't potted a ball for over an hour. And I'll tell you something, there's a guy that's happy to get out of that session only losing 5-3. So Wink at Me and Bedhead go back into the lead. 3 racks to 2. Now this is a... No, the 8 ball's gone. I thought it was a dry break. Well, 1 ball, 2 ball, 3 ball, not a problem. 5 ball out in the open. And... well, it's all about just taking it easy here, because I don't see a problem again. Now, have a look at that. Yeah, that's the 4 ball, so... I'm looking to see where the problems might be here. Now, I can't quite pick any out. It's all going to be down to angles. Now, here's a mistake. There's a mistake. So, is Bedhead going to risk the jump at this distance? Or is he going to try the kick? He's going for the kick. And well, the only favourable thing here is that this 3 ball is off the rail, so yeah, difficult to judge that. You either get that right on the button or it just hit it half ball and it goes to the rail. I think he's got it safe though. Yep. Be happy with that. And that's a good shot as well. Good shot by Slim. And Wink at Me's in trouble here. He might be able to get an edge on it. Let's have a wee sighter. No, he can't see anything there. He can kick it off the end rail there, but he might have to play that with English. He's going to try right hand English just to kick it and hope he gets lucky. But he's going to have to jack the cue up here, I think. Oh, no, managed to do it without it. And once again, a nice wee bit of luck. That's what you need. Now, over the next week or two, I would assume we should be getting another update for VP4, and it should be to add the spots to the pool table, which one or two of the guys were talking about it, mainly for when playing cowboy, so that you can actually get a better judgment of where the spot is and whether a ball's going to spot. And it's on the to-do list, we've been advised, so you might be seeing spots in front of your eyes on the table. Yeah, the snooker table has the spots. Yeah. I just like to remind you that the white lines and the spots on the snooker table were all my idea. Yeah, that was about what, 7 years ago now, 6-7 years ago, because I wanted the snooker table to look like the professional table instead of black lines, which originally VP4 was the same as VP3. And believe it or not, Steve decided it was a good idea and he did it. That's the only thing he's ever done, I think. Well, VP4 crashes for loads of reasons. I mean, I had the US Open stream on the internal browser, and any time I have it in the internal browser for any length of time, VP4 just dies and crashes. I think that's an internal browser issue more than anything else, but it kills the game. So if you're ever going to watch a live stream, don't watch it in the internal browser. It's not that reliable. But this match is getting to the nitty gritty. Wink at me and Bedhead 3-2 up. And provided Bedhead can hold for this 9 ball, he's going to have to play a little draggy, cute shot here in this 7, unless he's going to go up and down the table. Or he's going to run into the 9. It's up to him what he thinks is best. Well, I'll give you a bit of advice. Who's that? Is that Chet? I'll give you a bit of advice, and I'll give you an example of a problem I had. And I've had it more than once. On the online login, he's managed to hold it. On the online login to VP4, you put your name and your password in. Oh, is that Larry? What the hell's this chat crap? Chat in the chat. Anyway, what was I saying? Aye. The other week there I had the same problem I've had before, where now Wink at Me is just going to bury this for a 4-2 lead. What was I talking about there? Yes, the login page in Virtual Pool 4. I seem to be the only one that's had this problem, because nobody ever says, oh, I've got the same problem. My password, when you put it into the login screen on the login for the online, and you save it by checking the little chalk thing, each time you log into VP4, it automatically, you don't need to type in your password. Well, one day I started the game and I went to log in and my password had disappeared, so I had to type it in again, and I pressed the save thing, and then when I logged out to test it and logged back in again, it won't save my password. Now the only fix for that, as far as I could see, was not only uninstalling VP4, but doing a proper clean reinstall of VP4, stripping it all out the hard drive, which I did. Reinstalled VP4 and saved my password, and everything works fine again. But I think VP4's just... I'll tell you the problem. It's Windows 10 half the time that's a problem. The other thing I've got with VP4 is that whenever I log out of VP4 on Windows 10, half the time it locks up and I can't kill the game. And the only way to kill the game is not by Control-Alt-Delete on your standard desktop. You have to tab out and bring up a second desktop to bring up the Control-Alt-Delete, because you can't even do that on the main desktop. And then I can kill the game. It's Windows 10 that VP4 doesn't like. That's basically what it is. Or Windows 10 doesn't like VP4. Did you find that stream, Larry? Because that stream is excellent on YouTube. Yeah, it's just VP4. VP4 I think was out of date when it was actually in development. It's just not really that. Windows 10 and Windows 7 I think don't like it. I think it was built on the sort of the VP3 engine anyway. Or the like compatibility for Windows 95 and 98 and all that sort of garbage. Now, has Slim got away with this one? I think he has. Well, he can call the cross bank here. That's probably about his only option. I don't see many other options if you're going to try and keep this safe. But the cross bank is on into that right middle pocket. What's the score in the SVB match, Larry? It must be about done. Well, you can have real cash wagers, Popman. That's between you and whoever you want to play. But I've offered in the past for anybody who wants to gamble cash, right? You can donate the cash into my PayPal account, right? And if you've both got PayPal, the money would go into my account and I would then forward it to the winner's account. No problem. I am not a diggler. I'm not going to embezzle the money. Right, cheers for that, Larry. So you could have real money matches, no problem. I would go the what do you call the guy that handles the money in a pool room, Larry? I would go the banker. Yes, I would. I can be trusted. That's the difference. I wouldn't trust Tin as far as I could throw him. I would. No, I wouldn't go down that route. He's Dutch. Well, Jose, I'm not sure how much of an expert he is with the jump stick, but he's not got much of an option here. And at 4-2 down, this has to go in, or he has to get very lucky and get this safe. Needs a bit of fortune. Well, that's a missed call. Now, the missed call has been called. And wink at me. Well, he's got... It's not that difficult, the 7 ball. The difficulty is getting a shot on this 8. Because the 8 is hiding behind that 10 and 9 there. And that is going to be tough to get a shot. He wants to come over here. If he can get over this side, there's a thin cut or a bank on the 8. And in goes the 7. Now, what do you do? Now, Bedhead could go all out. Now, when you're 4-2 up, sometimes you have to just reel your neck in a little bit here and get wise and just he's got an easy safety on here, and he's going to go for the Larry shot. This is going to shot Larry doesn't turn down. Larry goes for anything he can get a sight on. This is where you've just got to wind your neck in and play a decent safety rather than going all out. At 4-2 up, this could turn a match if it doesn't go in, and in it goes. And where's the cue ball going to end up? Well, there's no way that's set, so it's going to have to be made. He's going to have to pick the point on the edge of that 10 ball to make the cut. So this 10 ball combination shot for the match, and this is going to be a short, sharp, sweet stream tonight, guys. Well, the way that 9 ball's sitting, and if you look straight at it, that's a pretty good line for the combo. And in it goes, and it's all over. Presuming it's a straight final. Let's have a look in the lobby. Yep, that's it. That's it, guys. Well, that stream lasted about 40 minutes. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to have a look at this thing on Facebook and see what the quality was like. So I'll be back. Just a reminder, I'll be back tomorrow night. Provided we got a decent turnout on Friday night 9 ball, and we will do Friday night 9 ball. We'll manage to get it all in as long as I can stay awake. I've got no work until Monday. I'll be back at work. And so until then, chaps, thanks for your company. It was short and sweet. Thanks for those on Facebook for testing it for me. And we'll see you again tomorrow night if you want to join us for the live stream. So until then, good night.